Hello, everyone. Welcome to another IT Career Talk with Professionals. And today I have a founder and CEO with me. So, my guest today is Miss Rejiel Gonzales. Good day, Miss Raj or Raj.
You can call me Rage, yeah?
Yes,
My full name is Rejiel Gonzales, yes.
right. So, thank you for being here. And so, maybe we'll start off by asking you what is your title? What is a founder CEO? And uniquely, although it's not written here, I found in your LinkedIn that you're the head innovator, right? So how does these title come into play in your job?
Cool. So I'm founder CEO of Bridge 360. So basically, we are a software development company, and I founded it with some of my friends. So I'm also the chief executive officer for the company, and so all of the things that we do goes through me. All that we need to execute, projects, plans, uh, goes through me. So basically, that's what the CEO does. But for a startup scene, it's quite different. So you might hear that or you might have heard that there are CEOs in big companies, right? Or on a startup level. But on a startup level, it's a pretty much different chief executive officer rather than on a large scale corporation like Ayala and other businesses. Because in a startup level, you would be handling your own team, just like you're like a team leader, and you're also doing a lot of things like you do mainly marketing, business development primarily, talking to different types of people, networking, and then planning for the financials and stuff. So yeah, basically you have to be that type of CEO on a startup level, and that is pretty much different experience from a chief executive officer of a larger corporation.
Right, right, no.
Yeah.
And where does the head innovation or head innovator come into play?
Hmm. Yeah, so that head innovator title was actually moved to Wayste. It's a mobile application or platform, web based and mobile based application that we're trying to create right now. We have pitched it before. It started as a capstone for me way back in the Asian Institute of Management, and we've had a lot of marketing research and analysis and pivots over a certain period of time already.
Mhm.
But yeah, I am the head innovator now. Basically, with all of the design thinking sprints, design thinking workshops that we have done, the pivoting and stuff, I lead that particular planning and innovating as as we go, as we build the application, because as we interact a lot of stakeholders, we're learning a lot, and so we're trying to understand where we can really help, where technology can help, uh, either drastically um, disrupt something in the industry, in the waste management industry, how to disrupt it without further damage to the system. So there's a lot of things to balance, and so as a head of innovator, I should be innovating with all of those aspects and factors taken into consideration.
Right, right. No, that's a very noble effort, I would say. No, the zero waste, or at least a sustainable a project that's really aiming for the waste industry. No, not many companies and not many projects are aimed at that. So I give my thumbs up to that project. Right.
Thank
So,
you.
right. So you mentioned that you and your friends started a company, correct? No. Did so? What motivated you to start a company in this sense? No. Why or how did you decide that it was time to create an own company?
Hmm. It was hmm. Well, Bridge 360 started as an NGO, really. Um,
Mm,
way back end of 2017. Um, Mining engineering friends, we were trying to build like how the question that we're trying to solve was that how can we make sure that there's a balance between the mining engineering perspective and the community side perspective, because we do understand that there's a bad and pros and cons for the mining industry,
right,
especially if something bad is, there's illegal stuff and so on and so forth.
right, right,
And how do we help in the molding of the perspective, wherein there's a balance of the two, where people can see the bad and the good, but at the same time supporting the best practices, and so there would be a responsible mining in the Philippines. And how can we connect the mining industry to the other industries? And that would be through technology, and we want to use technology to do so. And from there, just the concept, we were able to create like simple ARs, showing what a mining site looks like. We did some project pitching of a type of a web-based application that could help in the molding of the community or perspectives of the mining industry. So yeah, and there were certain instances and experiences in life that led us to, just saying maybe it's time that we turn this into something that would say, how can we help um, different advocacies, how can we help other organizations to actually fulfill their advocacies through technology, so that they can scale up. We can help them out, like NGOs, startups, SMEs. They can move to digital transformation. They can achieve digital transformation. So
right,
that's
right,
where we came in.
right,
Yeah.
right. Now, this actually reminds me of my current company right now, which is Education.ph, where I serve as CTO. No, for us, it's very similar. We are actually an IT company, and we do make software for third party, but it has to have an education um, goal. No, it has to be, either upskilling or a soft skill. It has to have some learning into it. No, it's just not like it's not commercial as the main driver of it. It has to be uh, giving back to, especially to the youth. No, this particular. So we consider ourselves as a social enterprise. Um, to my understanding, is Bridge 360 very similar to this in a sense that you're a social enterprise, or has it already moved towards more um, agency like, where it's becoming like, oh, it's really, or do you stick to, as you mentioned, parang environment, because of the zero waste, right? The waste app, and also the mining field. Or right now, is that a specialty of your company at the moment?
Right now, it's going to be one of our projects. So it's under our products, and we have built uh, some products already, either for clients or for our own, for the company itself. But basically, um, it's more on advocacies, like any advocacies that would actually solve social issues and
Mm-mm.
environmental issues. We help them out.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
we definitely give a discount for NGOs, SMEs, and startups.
right, right. So if it's a company that says, "Hey, I want to ask you to build an e-commerce site for me. I'm selling t-shirts, ganyan." That's not the that's your company is not the correct company that they should ask, correct? No, because it's not an
Well,
advocacy per se.
we can still help them out because they are SMEs, right? So
Mm-mm.
as long as they are SMEs trying to do digital transformation for their own, we try to help them out as much as we can. Especially that there's so many companies out there that could definitely build their products, but then on our end, what we particularly help them is the concept of design thinking. We embed that in our way of helping them, and so consultancies, it's free for us, and we definitely help them whenever they need to understand what are the features that they need to implement. And so they also they co-create the product with us, or we co-create it with them, something like that. So
Right.
definitely we implement design thinking.
Right. So, going back, since we have audiences that are in college or even pre-college, um, and now you're in the IT field, no? It's a IT or digital transformation. Let's talk on how your degree as mining engineering, minerals engineering transformed into digital IT. No, how was that journey for you? Siguro we'll start off with why you picked mining engineering, and is this like still is this uh, career, or do you still apply this at present, or you're now really more focused on the digital transformation?
That's a really good question, because I am not an IT person.
Right.
Right from the bat, I'm not a software developer. I don't have computer science course, but only one semester of subject for that. And that one is just C++. But then again, yeah, it was quite a journey. Um, I am a mining engineer because of the DOST merit scholarship that I got,
Mm-hmm.
and so we were looking at, hey, where can I go? And the only place, or the only available engineering course that is very similar
Mm-hmm.
to chemical engineering is the mining engineering course. So for 2 years, there's similarities in all of the subjects,
Right. Right.
and because I wanted to go to chemical engineering.
Mm-hmm.
But after 2 years, I came to love mining engineering. As an environmentalist myself, I realized that maybe I can help the industry itself to understanding that environmentalism plus mining can actually merge and marry. And so we need environmentalists in the field, so that whenever there are mining projects, environmental factor will always be there and will always be seen or be heard. Because if there are no environmentalists in the mining sector, then who will say that this thing is not should not be done? Who will say that this should be rehabilitated or what? So we need more environmentalists by heart, or advocates in the mining sector. Now, I was not able to use my mining degree, uh, but I was able to be part of a company whose um, whose main business model is on data. So data analysis,
Mm.
wherein market intelligence is the key, and that's where I realized that, hey, there's a different world out there, wherein just because of data, it became a power. It became a commodity, and it also became something that you can actually um, get money from it. So
Right.
you can
Right.
become a big multinational company. Yeah, yeah. And
So
from
now,
there, I said, I think,
so now you're mining
yeah,
data, no? Instead of mining minerals, mining data.
yeah. Now I'm a mining of data. Any type of data will do. And that sparked the interest for business and innovation, because I totally saw the concept wherein this is really innovative at some level, and it's just out there in the in the business districts of the country, but it's not widely known that data is becoming the gold, the new gold. It's like oil is the new gold or something like that. But now data is the new gold. So, and now we are mining data because it's a new gold. And yeah, so data information is really important. So now I transitioned to information technology because of that instance. And I think there were just certain opportunities and doors that opened that led me to it. And here I am right now, very much involved with startup scene, with the startup community, with pitching, with building different digital solutions. Yeah.
Right, right. No? So, as we're nearing our time, no. So just a couple more questions I have for you, no, which is, siguro I wanted to ask, what's I would say, what's your at the present, because of the situation, right? We're totally remote. What's your strategy at the present in terms of remote work? How do you feel about it? How do you go about it with your team?
I think the good thing about my team was that we were way back 2019.
Mhm.
We were able to foresee that things would go into a more work from home setup.
Mm.
And so ever since when we start up the company, everything is work from home, unless we just want to meet each other, and have some company retreat. Yeah, we do meet. But if it's something that would mean that developers and stuff developing an application, we have been doing that work from home. So when pandemic hit us, nothing much was uh, changed. Nothing has changed. So it was more on a problem of I think we had a problem with developers that do not have some of the developers that do not have the decency to communicate whether there's something that happened to them. They would just suddenly, because it's work from home, there's no time clock in or clock out. They don't go to the place, right?
Mm.
And so we can't monitor if where are they, were they like sick, what's going on. So that's one of the problems of work from home on an IT level. And so those becomes like those people is like blackmailed or it's already blacklisted. Sorry, it's already blacklisted in our company if we saw that there are certain developers that do not have that communication, integrity, and honesty. That's basic with Bridge 360. We have honor and excellence as part of our values, and so part of it would be honesty, integrity, and of course for yeah. So that's the downside of having work from home setup. But yeah, we um we keep our heads above water. So yeah.
Right, right. So for my final question, to summarize lang na, for anyone who potentially started on a different industry, no? Maybe they started off like a chem engineering, and then they wanna move into the IT industry, or become an IT professional. What's your general advice to them? Basically, to answer the question, is how to be you po, no? Or how to transition also to the IT field. Um, what are your tips for them?
Well, one, um if it's your goal, most likely all of your decisions would lead to that. So make sure that you maybe write down your goal. It's something that you can see every day. And so um, once you have it with you, so that's more on the psychological and the mental side, preparing yourself. Um, Things would just follow, wherein you can see all of those different opportunities or doors out there, or you can also open your door. Like what I've done to open the door was I tried to check all of those websites with online courses, or even courses on maybe even diploma courses for either innovation, business administration, anything. And then from there you can just get all those learnings, uh, prepare yourself to be mentored, prepare for all of those opportunities that could come. uh, yeah, so basically you can open your door or be aware of the doors that would open up for you. Because if you're not really aware and you are not mentally prepared that you want that particular goal to jump from your current career to another career, you will never see those doors that maybe is just in front of you. So for me, it's more on mental preparedness.
Right. So thank you so much, Rage, no, for your insights, and to our audience. Of course, if you have follow-ups or you wanna, relate your story as well, please do leave them in the comment section below. So before I let you go, Rage, do you have any last invites or shout outs that you wanna tell to our audience?
Oh yes, please. Thank you. Basically, we are in Bridge 360. We are hiring project-based developers. If you're a front-end developer who knows Ionic, Angular, please do send your CV or resume with us at hello at bridge360.ph. Also, those who has experiences with the backend development, Python particular or PHP, please do send us your resume. And please like and share our Facebook pages so that if you need some, uh, um, you know, for updates for anything about Bridge 360 technology and stuff, please do like and share our page, Bridge 360 PH. Thank you.
Right. So thank you everyone for staying tuned with us. No, I believe we are already like 60, 70 videos already up now, and I hope everyone has enjoyed the series so far. So again, thank you everyone, and bye bye.
Bye. Thank you so much, Rafi.
And of course, if you like our content, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell.